Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys once again for tuning in to another live stream, as always. So, a couple stocks that I'll be watching here today. Good morning from Boston. Good morning, guys. So, again, couple things I'll be watching today. One of them being an earnings play, AMD being after its earnings, and then really, I probably won't even trade it. We'll see, but the stock RHE. Yeah, I mean, RHE is pretty much already moved pre-market, so the likelihood I actually trade RHE is probably pretty slim, but it's possible. Pretty possible to actually trade it. So we'll see. We'll see, and I'll hop into it right now. So let's get into a full-on screen share. Let's go. So first I'll start with ANET. Morning from Miami and morning from Berlin. Whoa, nice. So RHE earnings gap down was from 309 to 256. This creates a lot of range. Ideally, it's got a pretty decent support here at about 258. If you go back a little bit on the chart, it's this big green candle level right there. Big weekly candle at 256 that it's starting to hold today, pre-market. So if ANET can't break this 256, we might see a good bounce day on ANET. If it breaks 256, that's where I'll be looking for a short play. So really just kind of in the middle on the fence of a long and a short play. It kind of reminds me of ABMD yesterday. Was that ABMD? Yeah, where ABMD kind of gapped down and it had this nice run out of the gate. So that's ideally what I'd like to see happen with ANET, but there's no telling if it truly will. But it has very similar range to ANET. ANET had, was a gap down from 310 to 256, so it's like a $50 gap down there. So a lot of room that it could make back to the upside. Good morning from Mexico and Serbia. Holy cow. Nice. Welcome, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. So definitely going to keep an eye on ANET today. Definitely worth watching. AMD. AMD is okay. The reason I'm watching AMD is more or less to see if we have continuation from yesterday. See, if you look at AMD, had its earnings, gets crushed, shakes a bunch of people out, then it rips up yesterday. So for it to go up on earnings, sell all the way down, then squeeze all the way back up, that just makes me think that it's playing games and maybe it truly wants to be up. So just going to be looking for continuation today off of this move. So far, it's just kind of been channeling low to high. It's starting to get tighter in its range. So still going to be watching this for a long play. And really to the downside here, the only small little bounce level you could probably map off would be this one here at 28.10 from after hours. And that's really just about it. Only real level from in the short-term perspective that's there. So to simply put it, going to be watching AMD long. If it doesn't go long, that's fine. Maybe I'll end up shorting it. But I like how it squeezed up, came all the way down, and squeezed back up. That shows that there's still some people willing to buy and still some strength after that big down aggressive day. This is Think or Swim. Think or Swim. Yes. Good morning. Why not watching NVIDIA? I don't know. Maybe I should be watching NVIDIA. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I could totally see a long play. Actually, kind of looks like a small cup and handle here. Close to, not exact, but U-shape, breakdown's too far for a cup and handle. But it does arguably have a wedge pattern. So don't know. But anyways, yeah, you could watch AMD. There's a NVIDIA, small wedge pattern. You could play for an upside break there. It's worth watching. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I could see it. My question to you is, why should it rocket soon? ICPT. Well, yeah, I mean, ideally it's down at support, so it's just a dip buy off support. It's actually not bad. I actually kind of like the way that looks. It's got earnings coming up in a couple days, 5/18. So it's got earnings coming up midweek next week. That's something to pay attention to. Yeah, if it broke this support, it would just crush everybody. But yeah, it's in a good dip buy area as long as the earnings are good. If earnings are trash, then it's just going to crash. So that is definitely something to keep an eye on, though. No, never ended up trading Tesla yesterday. Yesterday, I ended up trading EB, which was nothing there. It almost went, but yeah, I traded EB, traded Netflix, Qualcomm, and ABMD. Yeah, Netflix, Qualcomm, ABMD, and what was the other one I just said? Oh, EB. Yep. We actually have a lot of Fed speaks going on today, so I kind of think we might get a little bit of a choppier day in the market. So I had a pretty good day yesterday. After commission, I closed out the day up about $1,400, $1,450 or something, $1,460. So I'm not really aiming to hit anything big today. Just kind of sit back, and if something shows some good signs, I'll pop it and trade it. But not aiming for anything really aggressive today, considering it's Friday. I already had a really good week. I'd rather not go into the weekend with a red day, but if it happens to be a red day, it is what it is. What's going on, Smack Gang? What do I think about RHE? Let's talk about RHE. We'll give you guys a little bit of lesson here. So for me, I probably won't trade it. I may trade it, I may not trade it. And I always say that, and I know you guys are probably like, well, Connor, why don't you trade it? Or why is it you may trade, you may not trade it? And really, it's just because I've seen things like this so many times that this doesn't even appeal to me. That's really, I've just been in this situation before a lot of times, and there's nothing about this chart that even appeals to me. You know, as a beginner trader, it used to appeal to me like crazy. Like, oh my gosh, look at this thing. It's ripping. It's going to keep ripping. Or look at it. It has so much potential. But it's like, not really, because it already moved. You're already late to the party. Now you're more or less on the hoping side that it continues up so that you can have a little piece of that pie. That's really what it comes down to. It's more of a seller stock now, or short stock, than it is a buy stock. So the stock doesn't have any news. Right? There's no news that's driving it up today. There's no news that was driving it up yesterday after hours. So there's actually nothing, unless it's somewhere that I don't see it, but it's not on Thinkorswim, right? So unless there's some news somewhere, there's no news for the stock, right? So it's just trading purely off momentum and short squeezing. That's it. There is no catalyst to bring in fresh buyers. So I don't really see it as a great play. It could be, and that's why I'll still watch it, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. If it squeezes up out of the gates, that's fine. I still won't trade it. It needs to squeeze out of the gates or consolidate out of the gates or drop out of the gates, come back up and form bullish sentiment before I'd consider trading it for myself. The only thing I could even maybe get behind trading would be a reversal, and even that I probably won't do. Yep. So for me, RHE is really not it. You see this red line here on the top of the screen? That is a resistance mark. So if we go like this, you can see it's all the way up to 528, previous resistance top, and it crashes. And even if it gets above that, you have another one here at 570. And even if it gets above that, or wait, that is it. Yeah, wait, what? Where'd it go? That's 4. That's odd. The chart's not working correctly. Interesting. That's a mistake. Yeah, again, Thinkorswim, multi-million-dollar companies still can't get their shit together. Because look at price action shows as high as 528 here. Then you go to a daily chart, only shows price action as high as 455. So again, I know I'm just some guy trading in a computer, but again, Come on, Thinkorswim. Even I can see that. That's not right. So anyways, it's got resistance here at about 528 and up to 570. So it's already in a seller's location. There's no news. There's nothing to keep driving the stock up. So again, I'm not crazy about it. But I just want to put it on my watch list here so we could talk about it. PCG, I mean, let's see what it's like. Down at 20. I'm not crazy about it. It's just kind of trending like this. I don't really trade stocks. They're just kind of trending like that. I either buy stocks after aggressive sell-off dips, short stocks off of aggressive highs, play stocks that are in pennant patterns or bull flags or earnings plays. There's nothing about this that nothing here that appeals to me, you know. But I mean, you could say this, that we had this big spike in volume, right? So you're getting close to a potential dip buy, which had already happened actually right here on this candle down right there, that level. So maybe $20 potential small dip buy area. But if you're looking at PCG, I would say do some more research and look around the market, because there's probably something better to trade than PCG right now. If you're trading, if you wanted to invest in PCG, the company, well, then you want to invest in PCG. But in terms of trading, there's probably something out there better. I have not heard about that. Swing trade bot. Yeah, I'll take a look at ABBV. Quick technical here. Chilling at $70. Can't make it up recently. You know, we looked at this a while ago, I think. I was looking at this not too long. I remember looking at this. I mean, it's really struggling to break up. I'd be on the short side of that for now, or just neutral on it. Yeah, I mean, it's trying to break down support right now. It's failing to break, but it's not breaking up. So you got a little bit of time that it's on support up until this trend line. I would probably be more on the sell side than the buy side for right now. Because you're not really getting, I mean, yeah, you're not really getting it. I mean, it's pretty close to snapping. So I would probably wait, see if it does, in fact, break support. BMMJ. No, don't trade it. Stay away from it. It's a bubble. It already crashed. It's on its bubble bounce, and then it's going to fade all the way back out. I think we looked at this, and I said that was a bubble. Oh, yeah. If anybody's been looking at this, TIAT, oh, that's too late. I called that. Well, not called it. I mean, yeah, of course it was a bubble, but that one's crashing too. So this might have a bounce. Actually, probably will have a bounce. Okay, that's glad my brain's working today. This might crash a little more, but you guys should follow this for a bounce. TAIT, it's not super aggressive on volume, so it's got to be more of like a swing trade kind of play. But TIAT should bounce, and once it bounces, then it's going to fully crash. So maybe look for another leg of down today. Then I'd probably dip by. Even I might do that. I think I'm gonna actually listen to myself this time on this play. Yeah, watch TIAT for a bounce. Please don't start buying it up just because I say that. You really got to be able to know what you're doing. So a couple ways to look at it. You got a buy level here at 370. You also got a buy level here at 325. I guess another good question. We got to use fib. 1 second. Where did the move start? The aggressive move really started from here to there. Passing 50, bounce. See, it's already bouncing off 60% there. Yeah, I guess maybe look for another little leg down today, but maybe even start getting in long on it today. But again, this is a bubble and it's crashing, and it's the same thing as BMMJ, right? It's a bubble and it crashed. Okay, so if you look here, right, BMMJ, bubble, crash, bounce, and then it's going to fade. So after they crash, you buy the dip, and then it bounces really hard, and then usually you sell out off the top of the bounce, and then it just fades. All right, classic bubble bounce. So I think we might. I think if I'm right, we'll probably see that on TAIT too. So again, not extremely high volume, but we'll watch it. Beyond Meat, it's a recent IPO. I never trade recent IPOs. You only have a couple. You only have like the previous, like, so on BOIND you have the previous day to go off of, right? So you got the previous day high, previous day low, previous day bounces. That's it. That's all you got. Or you wait till BYND plays out intraday and see if any bullish, bearish pattern forms intraday. And I haven't researched the company, so I don't really know too much on them. Check Gush. Honestly, I'm not even gonna check Gush. And it's nothing against you. It's just because I don't keep up, and I probably should do a better job. I keep saying it, but I probably should. There's a lot of things I want to do, but I probably should keep a better eye on oil and the gold futures and things like that. So when people ask about JNUG and JDST, I can give some actual informative answers. That would be good. But again, it's pretty hard to do that when you have so much going on. But no excuses. I'll eventually do it. Yeah, there's a lot of stocks coming through this morning. I mean, STMP stamps, they got that they stopped their deal with the USPS Postal Service, and stock really just crashed. It's like 200 points. It was insane. I mean, there's really nothing. Nothing really there. Just a massive gap down. It's, just in consolidation. I really can't say much more there. In theory, you could say it's down at $60, a 3-year low. So you could say in theory it's a good buy point, which it probably is, but you can already see it doesn't move extremely fast. So, well, I was all the way down to $4 at one point. That's the thing, is like, it is at a support area, so yeah, if you want, buy it, hold it for the next year, see if it goes up. But this thing doesn't move dramatically fast, or it hasn't been. So again, you're probably going to be holding that. Yeah, RHE, you probably don't want to mess with it. Yeah, I'll take a look at Riot. I think Riot had a gap up this morning. So the only reason Riot had been performing well is because Bitcoin was going up. So it's a classic sediment play to Bitcoin. Bitcoin was rising, so Riot was rising. But Riot's a complete dog shit company. I will tell you right now, Riot is absolute garbage. There's nothing about the company that you want to be invested in it, at least from what I remember. I haven't researched the company much more than back when we know it was just a piece of poop. So you probably don't want to mess with that. If anything, I'd be more short bias on the stock, or more neutral. You probably can't even short it, most likely. So I would probably just be neutral. I don't even think I'd buy it. I really don't. I would just not. I know you guys are like, well, Connor, what would you buy? What would you buy? Well, I show you. I would be considering buying 3M. I would be considering buying INTC, which I might actually do today. It looks like we might be getting ready for a buy on those too. I know I didn't talk about those ones, but that's where my long-term kind of look. Not long-term, but yeah, kind of what would you buy? Well, 3M just came off a massive crash. opportunity's massive there. Big opportunity on 3M. Intel just came off a massive crash on support. Big opportunity there. So you guys are starting to see where my mind goes. I'm not looking for something that looks good. I'm looking for something that looked like it just got smoked. That's what I want. I want something that just got smoked. That's what I want to buy. I don't want to buy something that started moving. I don't want to buy something that had been doing good, right? I want to buy something that got smoked. That's what I'm looking for. Or if it's just complete obvious breakout, then I'll buy. But other than that, I'll buy these crazy down dropping stocks, right? Yeah. So yeah. That's about that right there. RHE, yeah. Let's take a little peep at that. I don't think it looks probably not any better than it did the last time. Nope, not really. Well, it's actually the same. Actually, it's kind of better because now it just basically said, hey, we can hold this support level. Oop. I will not tell you when you should buy INTC. You have to see the value in INTC for yourself. Because if I tell you to buy it and it's wrong, you'll be so mad. But if you buy it based on your thesis and you're right, you'll be extremely proud of yourself. And then you'll come back to Connor and go, Connor, thanks for telling me to watch INTC. And I'll go, yes. What I'm saying is, if you look at INTC, like, what do you have to lose? Okay, well, yeah, you have to lose money, but I mean, think about it. Look at the stock. What has it been doing, right? Like, what does the classic thing tell you? Buy low, sell high. Or do you want to wait for a move, buy in the middle of a move, hope the move goes higher, right? Like, how do stocks even start going up? Right? Somebody has to buy them to make them start going up, right? So how is support created? How does a support system get created? Does support just magically happen, or does it happen because people start buying it? So there has to be a first person or someone starting to buy, right? So become confident in your ability. Trust what you know. Trust what you have seen. Become the support. Don't be a follower. Be the support. Be the resistance. That's what it's all about, baby. Being able to understand, have confidence in your ability, know what you know, be the support. Don't wait for people to make the support. Be the support. And that's how a lot of times I trade. And now some will say that's crazy. You could be buying a falling knife. Well, it's like, yeah, I mean, you have to use some common sense logic, right? You know, I mean, yeah. I mean, like if someone is throwing a knife at me, right? Like if someone was standing on a balcony, literally dropping a knife, no, I would not put my hands under it trying to catch it. What I do is I'd let them drop the knife all the way down till it hits the floor and starts to kind of do this and slow down, and then I'll pick the knife up, right? That's what I'll do. I'll pick it up after it kind of starts to fumble around, right? I'm not going to just stand there and let the knife slice me, through the dome. I'm going to wait till it gets down and it starts to which essentially forms some support, but try and be very early on it, essentially. Now people go, well, isn't being early bad? Well, it's like, I mean, yeah, if you're wrong, it's always bad, but it just kind of is what it is. Welcome to trading. Welcome to the market. If you're not willing to take risk, you're not going to make any reward, right? You gotta step out of your comfort zone in this game, right? If you always try to be so comfortable, I mean, not anything's going to happen for you. I mean, you'll hit some here and there, but it is what it is. You gotta be comfortable. Yeah, exactly. Then you pick the knife up and you just chuck it straight back at him, right in the heart. Yeah, Square did, but Square didn't get smoked in the manner that I truly like. See, it's like, yeah, Square got smoked, but look at Square. And what time is it? I don't have much time. Look at Square. It's rolling. There's really not much below it. There's some stuff, but not a lot below Square right now. So it's like that I'm not really interested in buying. But you go look at Intel, right? Intel's like right on the top of this consolidation. Go look at 3M. I mean, 3M is right down at these low points. I mean, there's more there. Easy, identifiable. Anyways, gotta go. I love you guys. I will see you guys not tomorrow because tomorrow is Saturday. So I'll see you on Monday. Everybody take care. Have a green day, and I'll see you guys Monday.